Also, a little strange. I went to university to be a forest ranger. And no. You don't need to go to university to do that. What we're going to teach you here in university, in Washington, D.C., the American way. We're going to give the people this mountain on one side. Say, see, like the Hollywood sign, like, oh, shiny, happy mountain. But behind that, we're going to rape the shit out of it. And we're going to make as much money off of Mother Nature as possible. The business of protecting the environment. I'm like, no, I just want to stand there with the suit and look for bears and make sure nobody leaves their Budweiser can. And I want to listen to my rock and Grateful Dead, man. I get an interest in people, and graffiti immediately. Before I even really fuck with the spray paint, I had a little book when I used to go to school. And Granny used to take me to the baseball games, Mets and Yankees. So I'm seeing this strange hieroglyphic, and I kept a little notebook. And, those little pads when you're a little kid, and all of a sudden my notebook was full. Wait a minute, there's over 500 names. There's something going on here. I'm curious. This is something going on. It's not on the radio, it's not on TV. It's a secret. There's a secret thing going on. So I was different than the Black Spades and Savage Apache gang tags in the neighborhood. But again, I'm really tiny, so if I'm going to the store to buy bubble gum for my 25 cents, and I walk past the graffiti that says Apache, and the Apache takes my quarter, I'm assed out. So when you're 10, that type of mystique, ooh, they're bad guys. But the subway graffiti was different. I can't say it was magical, but I was curious, and it was like, after a while you watch it, and the names, Cola Face, Phil the Greek, and etc., you realize what neighborhoods they come from, where they live. You knew. You knew who was black, you knew who was Latino, you knew who was Caucasian. So all of this information was coming simply from the handwriting. Then you recognize the handwriting. Then you recognize the guy's getting better. Wow, he did a piece this time. Yeah, can't afford paint. How do you get paint? Also, I'm little. 10 years, I wanted to paint the train. I was too little. I can't reach the train. So I had to wait till I was 12.
Aspirations.
And then how did they get those cans? Even when I realized you had to steal the cans, the good paint was high up. Yeah, Martin's brand paint. Well, a guy can't reach the top. And I also remember, you need mentoring. That's where university failed me. My very first train, I had my 2 cans of paint, and I always thought you painted the outline and the inside. No one showed me. The outline, you fill it in, just the way, you might with a crayon, because you're 10, you're 12. And the shit just ran off the train, and it was so horrible, I was so
disappointed.
Oh my God. It was like a death, like, what's this? It doesn't work. And actually I painted that way for 2 years because I had no one to show me until I met other guys. Oh, you paint the inside first, something so simple. But all of this dynamic, you're a kid, so I can't play soccer. We played everything in the street. And also I hurt my arm as a kid, like tennis elbow. Played too much sports. You fantasize about being Mickey Mantle, for me anyway, or Willie Mays. So you're a child. When the graffiti went by and it said Joe Blow, hey, that shit was big. The mystique of Joe Blow, wow, he must be huge. And it took quite a few years until I started getting good at it. It's like, yeah, when I paint my name big, they all think. And when graffiti was really popping, they grab you. Yeah, your QUIK says big black guy. Cool. We used to look for a big black guy. Cool. Power graffiti. I'm a fucking monster, cool. So your parents send you to schools so you become successful. So at a very young age, as small as I was, I became successful at something. Okay. It wasn't going to be Mickey Mantle. I wasn't going to be George Clooney. I wasn't going to be James Bond. I was going to be me. So I didn't need attention. So I did a lot of my graffiti for years anonymously. And also the other guys, they were not as organized. They're going to get caught. They're going to meet the police. This is my sport. I have to ride the trains to go to school. I want to see my name. Think of the sport. You want to win. So each time you caught the train, you won.
Nice. That's the way to look at it.
And then, simply because I was winning for me, and I was able to, again, you can't be a king, you know, every yakety, as they say, yakety yak, I was the king, I was the king. How to be king? You need paint. So you motherfuckers with no real home. I had a car when I was 15. I was an excellent thief. You couldn't have been king. Impossible. Absolutely impossible. You couldn't do it. And seeing once was like, yeah, I went to see him at like 8 o'clock. I opened the trunk. He's like, yeah, we got 3 bags of paint, yeah. And he looked at it, I had them all labeled. That's for here, then I'm going there, and then I'm going there. Like, it's a fucking Tuesday night. Check this guy out, I even got my homework done. Alright? So this is the background I'm coming from. Then with Richard, it was more 2 inner city, you know, like Lower East Side Bowery Boy kids. You know, it was just playground, you know, they throw rocks at the guys, and hey, they don't like that. Throw rocks at the guys, you're gonna call the police. Okay, so I now that I'm older, I get the perspective. You know, Richard didn't have any parts that were not, okay, actually he did have parts. Sports wasn't his thing. Maybe he was a geek when he was a kid, but he had this amazing talent, you know. Blade left the house early and the train ran in front of his window. So this is your sport. For them, the black guys from the Bronx was a social thing. Again, I saw all the kids were like wild, from really bad families. You know, I'm sorry, dad's in jail, an alcoholic or whatever, but you're not going to be winning in life, and you're going to drag me down with you. So I was really cautious of all of that. For me, I wanted to win in the sport, and you weren't good enough to be my partner. You're going to slow me down. And when I went to Pratt Institute, somehow they didn't quite put it in these words, but like, black boy, what do you think you're doing here? Yep, I'm the only one. It's expensive. Actually, I went to an opening in Brooklyn last summer. And 4 of us black men showed up at this opening. All 4 of us had been to Pratt. None of us had a degree. And I think there was a 5th, phase 2, but he wasn't there that night. So here we have 5 examples of being a black man going to Pratt Institute. And my chairman once, he's a little short guy from Spanish Harlem. And he's like, listen, I see what your issue is. You know, you're just whatever, you're young and spunky. But basically he was telling me, you know, he's like, look at me, look how successful I am. Now you fucking spit midget, you know, power trip Napoleon motherfucker. And basically he's like, you know, you gotta kiss ass to get by. And I was like, you know what, sir? I can bend, but can't bend that far. And also, teachers, I wasn't accustomed to this. Elementary school, high school, the teachers cared about you. If you couldn't draw a straight line, they actually helped you try to assess your ability to try. In the university, they didn't give 2 shits. They're like, hey, I'm getting paid, I'm going to my next gig at SVA, and I'm going to sit in my big house. We don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
And back then it was like album covers and romance novels. Well, okay, so teach me. And we have no interest in teaching you. Go home and figure it out on your own. Huh? What am I paying for? It was expensive. Dad's killing himself for this money. So being and all other shit, I remember I had an assignment, an airbrush class, do Time magazine cover. The guy next to me, yeah, he's talented. I don't have that talent. I think I had to make Jimmy Carter, and it looked exactly like Ronald Reagan. I don't know where the fuck that, I don't know. It was perfect. I don't know, rowboat or something. I don't know how that came out of me. Perfect Ronald Reagan, but we were supposed to do Jimmy Carter.
Amazing.
Yeah. So that's also quick. Whoop, missed it. Oh well. And my trains were ugly, but I wasn't doing it for you. I knew I crushed that train. They're pissed. And I said, the moments like Saturday morning, what 20? Or by the time I'm 20, then I'm like, ooh, I got this now. Ooh, I know how to work this. And now I know what I'm doing. Now I know what I'm doing, and now I'm really pissed. Okay, school hates me, but when I go to school, if I happen to take the subway, driving with too much traffic, I'm on every train. My shit is huge. I'm the fucking king. So fuck you at school.